You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Incredible stuff from Anthony Joshua there. It's 14 past 2, round 3 in Super Rugby Pacific this weekend. Game of the round looks to be in Wellington tonight. Hurricanes v Blues in the 13 jersey for the Blues, returning after a week off last weekend. All Black centre Rieko Ioane.
Advantage. And they've taken it quickly, the Blues. Rieko Ioane. One red Christie offside. Rips it away. Again, they've taken advantage. Rieko Ioane. Try!
Yeah, Rieko Ioane hoping to be in try-scoring action again tonight. Rieko, 2 wins from 2 for the Blues to start the season. How's the feeling in the team after the first fortnight of Super Rugby 2024?
Yeah, I think pretty good, to be fair. I mean, we had a bit of momentum rolling into start the season, and to sort of get these 2 first wins, crucial wins, it's looking like under our belt. You know, the boys are taking a lot of confidence early.
The pre-season up in Japan then sounds like it went well, even though it looked a bit cold from some of the pictures I saw.
Yeah, no, it was cold, but it was, and there was something different that the players weren't used to, and even us older boys that have been around, you know, we hadn't had a pre-season overseas, so that connected us a lot quicker, and we were able to experience things that the team wouldn't usually. So it definitely helped, because Japan were playing some pretty good footy too.
So you sat out last week. Was that rotation, or did you have a slight niggle? I wasn't quite sure what the reason was.
It's just nursing a bit of a niggle from that Drua game. Just precautionary, really, hamstring, but she's good to go.
Good stuff, good to hear. Let's look at the game against the Canes. No Geordie Barrett for the Hurricanes, of course, after his red card last weekend. How much does that kind of dilute the threat that they'll bring?
Look, the Canes, they're a great team with and without Geordie, so we know the threat that their backs especially can bring, but look, whoever steps up for them, I think it's Higgins. You know, I'm sure he's eager for the challenge, and because he won't see too much game time, I didn't see starting with Geordie there, so I know that these rare opportunities for young boys are crucial. So they're dangerous.
And you'll combine in the Blues midfield again with Harry Plummer. That's a combination we've seen quite a bit in the last couple of 3 seasons. What are his strengths as a midfield partner for you?
Oh, look, it's like having another 10 right next to you. You know, he knows everything, and he's just a smart footy player. He brings a lot of versatility to our back line because of his kicking and the way he sees the game. So his sort of distribution, as well as now also his carries have got a lot stronger, and he's hitting the game line hard. So that's what Harry brings, and you know, as a former 10, I guess he's always got that vision. So it makes my job out wide a lot easier.
And the man who actually will wear the number 10 jersey, Stephen Petafeta, obviously Beauden Barrett gone from the Blues now, so he's been given the opportunity to wear that jersey. How do you assess his ability to run the cutter for you? Not just what he's done so far, but across this season, if all goes well.
Yeah, look, Skivvy's he's a gun man, and I think we're only sort of seeing the fruits of all that learning that he's had behind, you know, Bodie, Otere at one time, and sort of seeing that come to fruition now. It's awesome, and I think, you know, once he gets a couple more games under his belt, he'll be fully in his groove. He's got the backing of the boys, myself, and he's guiding us around nicely at the moment. So
just in terms of the dynamic, I mean, you're obviously senior to him in the Blues backline, but is he calling the shots, or are you giving him advice? How does that work?
Nah, look, I think we'd be in trouble if the 13 is running things. So it's definitely him. He's got a real calmness about him now. I think learning off those, you know, Bodie and Otere, as I mentioned. But it's all Stevie, man. It's my voice is. I'm more of that older player now, and which is pretty sad for me. I used to be the the young gun running around, but now I have to sort of take on that older leadership role. But it's good.
Oh, I think you've still got a few years left in you yet. I see the Blues have named a 6-2 split on the bench in terms of 6 forwards, 2 backs. Is that a clue to the way you're likely to play, or is that in response to what you're expecting from the Hurricanes?
I think it's a bit of both. We want to take it to them up front, and our forwards enjoy that power side. So having that extra forward on the bench is only going to be positive for us. But look, it's going to be one up front, we believe, and I think that's the case for that.
The Blues, I look at the way you played a couple of seasons ago, absolutely magnificent, really, really good last season as well. Rieko, how do you make it third time lucky and win the silverware in 2024?
Yeah, look, I think it's about these early games are crucial for us to sort of set the platform and foundations of our game. But look, it's just been those big moments where we haven't quite nailed. So we'll look at that if it comes. But it's about keeping our discipline. Really, our discipline last year's semi-final was poor, and it's about us just showing up in those pressure moments and keep showing up. I think we've been talking about it a lot for the last sort of 2-3 years, but this year needs to be the one.
Can I also ask you about your move from to the centres? I mean, it seems now that you've been playing there your whole life, but of course you played a long time for the All Blacks and the Blues on the wing, and brilliant there as well. What was at the heart of your desire to move into midfield when it first happened?
I think I always saw myself as a midfield, so it was just by opportunity with the Blues at the start, and then with the All Blacks that I was able to play on the wing. But I always had the sort of ambition and desire to be a 13, and I've always wanted to play there eventually. But as you said, I was lucky enough to play a couple of good games on the wing, and even that helped grow my learning as a midfielder as well. So, but the ambition's always been there. It was just by opportunity and chance that it just took a bit longer than what I'd hoped.
And when you moved in there, did you ever have this hankering to go back to the wing? Because, like I say, you were playing bloody well on the wing, and I'm presuming playing in midfield's got a lot different challenges. Did you ever think to yourself, man, I'll just go back in the 11 jersey?
Yeah. Oh, look, it's never a bad thing to be able to play multiple positions, and we've seen within the All Blacks, everyone sort of, there's no one specialist bar our 10s and our 9s and 10s, everyone, 12s can play 13s can play wings can play fullbacks. So having that sort of up my sleeve gives me confidence, but, being able to solidify myself in the midfield is what I want to do, and Yeah,
well, you've certainly done that. Just before you go, how long did it take you over the summer to process and come to terms with the World Cup final?
Look, she's quite a while, and I think it still sort of lingers back there until, if I'm lucky enough to play international rugby again this year. But it definitely was a tougher summer than what I'd hoped for, but nevertheless, you have to put your next goals in motion. So that's right now at the Blues. So, but she's definitely a tough one to take.
Indeed. Hey, Rieko, it's been great to chat to you. Thanks for taking so much time with us. All the best against the Hurricanes and for the rest of the season as well.
Cool. Cheers. Thank you.
No, thank you, Rieko. Rieko Ioane there, ahead of tonight's clash between his Blues and the Hurricanes at Sky Stadium just after 7 o'clock. You can have full commentary on Gold Sport and on iHeartRadio. I can tell you in Lautoka, they're underway. The Fijian Drua at home to the Crusaders. Pretty cagey opening 15 minutes. The Crusaders, though, are ahead by 3-0. With Kimata's penalty separating the two sides at the moment. So Fijian Drua 0, Crusaders 3 after 15 minutes at Churchill Park in Lautoka.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.